What is up, YouTube? Back again with another video. In today's video, man, I got some stuff for y'all. Some content for y'all, man. And it's gonna be a crazy one, bro. It really is. So, many of you guys know a couple months ago I was playing Dayz like really hard, right? I was putting hundreds of hours into the game, playing non-stop. I had a big group of friends that I was playing with. And we were going crazy, man. We had a big server that we basically were running at the point. I mean, we were one of the strongest units on the server. And then it kind of just stopped on the channel, and I have a reasoning for that. I think I made a video a couple months ago. It might be actually a little over a month ago, kind of going over what happened. But I didn't do it justice, and it was still kind of fresh, so I didn't really go over it that well, or I guess you could say a little too well. Basically, we had a falling out in the group, and I was just extremely disrespected upon the entire group of players that we were with. They kind of just showed their true colors, I guess you could say, and I quit. I erased most of them off my friends list, and I moved on with my life. Modern Warfare 2 was only a couple days away at that point, and we'll get into the next reason why I quit, which is the Dayz update that was out that week. At that point, Dayz's update 1.9, I think it was. I think it's what this update was. I think it was 1.9. 1.9 and 1.8 came out, adding the Humvee, new sniper, and a new shotgun. And I don't want my dog in the background, by the way. He's out of control this morning. But yeah, anyway, that Humvee and all that came out, and it was supposed to be this huge update. Cars supposed to be fixed. Livonia got a huge update. They got a bunker and everything on that map. And it was a really large update. And you kind of see where I'm going with this. The update came out and broke the game. Literally. The update was delayed a whole 24 hours because the actual game couldn't handle the update. It completely crashed. Like, it was, the servers were down, community servers were down, you couldn't do anything, right? And things got out of control really quickly, because people were pissed, that the update wasn't working. And so what I did is, when the servers came back up, I grinded with those guys. And then when everything happened with the fallout, being Modern Warfare 2 a couple days away, I took a break from Dayz. I said, I'm done. I had lost most of everything on that server because of them. They had killed me in cold blood, literally murdered me, and then took all my gear and locked me out of the base. And that was it. And because they cheated, they were cheaters, they wall hacked. I was a part of that, I'm sad to admit. And by wall hacks, I mean they white-walled. And for my Dayz players out there that know what white-walling is, will understand what I'm talking about. For those that don't play Dayz, that don't know what white-walling is, basically the walls of the buildings in the game. There's certain buildings in military places that you can actually crouch near and lean and walk into the wall. And you can see through the entire wall, and you can see through like a whole military base, and see if there's any players in the entire base. So getting loot on that server was going to be impossible. There were 6-7 men deep, and they all white-walled. And the other group that I was playing with also just were white-wallers on Livonia, and they just weren't really fun, right? With the update and that happening, I decided to take a break for a couple days. Modern Warfare 2 came out, and the rest is history. We know where I've been the last couple of weeks, just focusing on the grind for Orion. By the way, side note, I have just unlocked my second polyatomic gun last night. So we are 49 guns now from Orion camo. Pretty cool. Let's go fast forward through the first 2 or 3 weeks of launch of MW2. I stayed in contact with one guy from the old group, and slowly lost contact with him as well. I just didn't have interest anymore. Buddy Merc still plays Dayz to this day. He's the only person that I've played Dayz with since I've pretty much gotten Dayz almost. I've played with him the last year and a half, almost 2 years, and every once in a while I want to hop on with him, right? And that was the whole reason I'm making this video, because I've been really trying to decide how I want to do this, because I want to bring more content to the channel, and I want to do more content for you all, and more what's the word I'm looking for? More logistical content. Not just Call of Duty. And that's what I've been doing the Last of Us series and the Doom Eternal series, which, by the way, we're having another Last of Us video, Last of Us Part 2 video, or because it's Part 3 technically, coming out today, and then I think tomorrow we'll do some Doom Eternal. I don't know. I kind of want to stick to one story game at a time, mainly for control reasons. With the COD controls, and then Last of Us 2 controls. Doom Eternal controls are trash, so with all of those games, I don't want to get confused, because then this makes me look bad. So I might beat one game and then go on to the next. And I find the Last of Us 2 storyline more interesting than the Doom Eternal. Not that Doom Eternal is any bad of a game, it's just not catching my interest as much as I thought it would. And so, we'll fast forward now to last week, and I finally re-downloaded Dayz. If anyone's wondering what games I have downloaded, by the way, I have Doom Eternal, Last of Us 2, Modern Warfare 2, what else do I have? Hell Let Loose and Dayz, I believe, are the three of the games I have downloaded. I might have one more that I'm not thinking of. I think it might be 2042. I'm not too sure. For anyone that's interested that wants to see any of those games, let me know. I want to do more Hell Let Loose gameplay too, but I would have to relearn the game again, because it's a very realistic game. So it would take a little bit for me to get back in the hang of things again. I think once I get Orion, I can really start playing other games, because at that point I'm already max ranked for the season. I'll have Orion, and I'll have the battle pass completed, so I will be able to have more free time. I won't have to play MW2 as hard the rest of the season if I don't want to. So more content could come. But coming last week, I finally downloaded Dayz, and I went to play with Merc. They apparently had fixed, according to the Twitter, they had Dayz's Bethesda, I think they're called, or Bohemia Interactive. I think it's Bohemia. Because Bethesda would be Fallout. Bohemia Interactive tweeted out saying that they fixed most of the issues of the game, and that the new season or new update would be completely fixed. Lies. It's straight up lies. I was on the last week or so, randomly every day, trying to play, and the connection to the game is trash. We are witnessing right now. I've died 3 times already in this gameplay. I think I have, and it's all because of lag. Literally lag. You can't really see it that well on the video, because obviously it's the PlayStation capturing it. But on my end, there was lag that I could not figure out. I thought it was inertia, which was a new movement system they added, basically saying how inertia works. For anyone that doesn't know how inertia works, it's basically like when you're walking, you kind of your character kind of you know what I'm saying? He kind of stutters a little bit. He kind of weighs back. And this way, when you open a door, for example, you have to stop before you get to the door, because your character will still move to the door. It's kind of weird to understand, but it's kind of like in real life, if you run really, really, really fast, if you run to downstairs, right, or run to the next house across the street, when you run, and sometimes you go to stop, there's a little bit of gravity pushing you still. That's inertia, really. That's the most basic scientific way to explain it. That's inertia. So they added inertia to the game, and it does make the game feel really good. When it doesn't lag, it feels really good. Your character feels heavier. He doesn't feel like he's going to blow away when a gust of wind comes through. But I think the inertia has caused a serious lag issue. I know my buddy Merc says he hasn't experienced it, but I don't know if it's because he's not experiencing it, or if he's just gotten used to it because he plays Dayz every day, and when you play something every day, even the lag becomes commonplace. I know back when I was poor and I didn't have the best Wi-Fi, I'm still poor, but in the sense of buying Wi-Fi, I wasn't able to afford the best of the best Wi-Fi that I could get. When I used to get maybe 10 megabytes download and maybe 5 upload or something, and I would have lag, I got very used to it, right? And became almost a punishment not to have lag, because my body and my brain had become so immune to it and so adjusted to it. And I feel like if I play Dayz hard enough, long enough, I could probably get used to it as well, but it's really weird lag. So anytime you're near an object is when it lags. So when I'm running out in the open, it's fine. It's fine. It's perfectly okay. Going through buildings and going around obstacles like roadblocks is impossible. You lag. See how I'm getting stuck right here? I got stuck and then I couldn't move. This lag is really weird and I don't understand. If anyone in the comments could understand what the fuck is going on, if they're having the same issue on Dayz, that'd be great. I've looked online on Twitter. Bohemia has said nothing. Dayz's developers have said nothing. No Dayz content creators have said nothing. No, it's just completely. It's like I'm the only one having this issue. And this is the reason why I'm stopping Dayz content for a while. Until I can figure out what the root cause of it is, I don't know if I want to play it. I'm gonna keep it downloaded. I'm gonna keep trying every day or every other day and log on, play like 5 minutes and see how it goes. Because it's heartbreaking that this game is in this shape that it's in. Because a few weeks ago, last month, as early as last month, like the beginning of that month, it was fine. And then this update came out and ruined it. So that's a big, exaggeratedly long reason why I'm not playing Dayz and why I haven't been playing Dayz for the channel. And it sucks. It does. It sucks a lot. Mainly because I'm such a huge fan of Dayz. I think it's one of the best video games honestly ever made, in my opinion. It's one of the greatest single-handed games ever. I mean, the potential this game gives a player is insane. As a content creator, there's so much you can do with it. You do role plays, montages, you can do survival tips and tricks videos, you can do storyline videos, you can do anything you want with this game, which I think is phenomenal. With that being said, guys, that's pretty much it on that part of the video. This next half of the video, I do want to talk next about 2 or 3 minutes or so about everything that's happening this week with the YouTube channel and some new members of the clan and all that type of stuff. First off, we'll start with the clan. We have a new member, Koopa Devo. I believe his YouTube is Zay_Thunder. If you guys want to check him out, I'll have his YouTube under in the comment section of this video, as well as the Discord link to in the comments to my Discord. Also, YouTube seems to be fixed for the most part. YouTube seems to be back to normal again. Videos are uploading like usual, and now The Last of Us 2 Part 1 and 2 videos are up on the channel. They both popped up last night, so W YouTube. Which is why, if you watch the video, The Last of Us 2 Part 2 video, oh my god, it's a tongue twister, is why there was no link, because I didn't notice it was fixed. So I figured y'all were pretty intelligent and would know to look. But yeah, so yeah, that's fixed. Such as a W YouTube, YouTube, man. W, love you. What's next? Oh, let's see. The grind for Ryan's going well. We're gonna be live again today by 1:30, 2 o'clock or so. We'll be live for a few hours. I think we're gonna try to finish the ARs today, and get them poly. We're gonna try to get a set of guns done a day if we can. If it's more than 6 guns, we'll probably do 2 days, 3 and 3, or 4 and 2, or whatever it may be. But if it's under like 6 or so, we'll try to do it in 1 day. And the YouTube channel itself has been going great. I appreciate y'all. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Obviously, I would appreciate that. But we're doing great, man. We're doing great, and it's been awesome to see the growth that we have been accomplishing over the last couple of weeks. But with that being said, this video is already at 14 minutes, so I'm going to let it go and let you guys have your day. I love you guys. You're one of a kind. You're beautiful. And until the next video, stay fucking awesome. Peace.